Hello, welcome to VGWA World. I'm Cobretti.
And I'm Wally.
And thank you for joining us today as we continue celebrating Battle Royals.
Wait a minute. How was the last game a celebration? Yeah, it was called Battle Royal, but trust me, it was not good. And there's nothing to celebrate about it other than we aren't talking about it no more.
In today's episode, we'll be looking at Battle Royals from different promotions.
But we are excluding AEW as they seem to always hit us with a copyright every time we talk about them.
That's right. Hey, you there, stop it. Do not use our commercial. Copyright ban for you.
So I bet you're wondering why we're doing this. Well, we need a little bit more time to prepare for our next video, Tecmo Wrestling. Here's a quick peek at it.
So let's get on to these Battle Royals. Starting our list is the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. $30,000 Battle Royal.
I really like Glow. I love their cheesy gimmicks.
This Battle Royal follows the traditional Battle Royal rules, with all competitors entering the ring before the match starts. And eliminations only occur whenever a competitor has been thrown over the top rope.
What's interesting is they announce all the heels into the match first, followed by all the baby faces. The other side to this match is each contestant put in $1,000 into this match, which is interesting because it's a $30,000 win, but only 28 wrestlers.
Steiner math. The Glow Battle Royal was always a way they would cap off the end of the show. It was a good way to get all the talent involved. Plus, you were guaranteed to see your favorite wrestlers. For me, that would have been Hollywood and Lady Godiva.
Mine was Sally, the farmer's daughter.
And luckily, nobody overstayed their welcome, as these matches went by very quickly.
I wish other companies could learn from this. 7 minutes is long enough.
And another thing I appreciate about this Battle Royal is that the heel teams actually worked together to eliminate the babyfaces and were successful.
They did a poor job of tag teaming against Mount Fiji, though. Always take the big one out first.
And no matter how many times Mount Fiji won, that check was guaranteed to be stolen by Big Bad Mama.
So if you're tired of the backstage drama of these other wrestling organizations, go and check out Glow. They may not be around anymore. But if you want to check out a more lighthearted wrestling, check them out on multiple platforms. Our next Battle Royal is All Together One, the Destroyer Cup Battle Royal.
Whoever knew that X-Mask from Championship Pro Wrestling would end up in another one of our videos?
I'll admit it, certainly not me. I thought we were done with that.
Japanese wrestling legend, the Destroyer, was honored in this Battle Royal on a show that featured All Japan Pro Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Noah all together.
It was a show to help raise money for the Japanese Red Cross, to raise money for those affected by the tsunami that took place in 2011.
Over $700,000 in proceeds was donated from this event.
Thankfully, even though the match was for a serious cause, there was a bunch of lightheartedness within it. One of my favorite points was the introduction of the Destroyer's son, Kurt, where he surprised the crowd with his fluent Japanese.
Much like the last Battle Royal, all competitors in this match were in the ring at the time of start. However, the action was a little bit less hectic.
Yeah, the beginning wasn't hectic, but a unique twist to the match was the pinfall. And this was a dog pile pinfall.
Honestly, me personally, I kind of like the dog pile pinfall elimination system. It helps keep the match moving.
Yes, it does, as this match from action to action was only 12 minutes long. Good amount of time for it to get done.
Not only that, this Battle Royal featured multiple legends, such as Super Strong Machine, Masanobu Fuchi, and Akira Taue.
What about Rene Dupree? He came from Canada to be in this. Another funny part within this match was the fact the crowd chanting one more time to Masanobu Fuchi for continuing his body slam.
See, and there you go, dogging Rene Dupree. But what a guy! I mean, he massaged Masanobu Fuchi's back after he strained it. And then promptly got eliminated.
Yeah, my heart was on Rene Dupree to win this match. But the actual winner of the match was Kentaro Shiga, who eliminated Gato with a pin.
While Wally and I enjoy all forms of pro wrestling, we're not that well versed in the wrestling of Japan. But the Altogether Battle Royal was a great way to introduce yourself to many of these Japanese talents. So go check it out. Make a 20-man or 30-man Battle Royal better. I know, we'll add 60 competitors.
Cheesy, give us. Go ready? 1995 was full of them in this match.
The evil dark side Hulk Hogan. And let's not forget the Yeti. The Yeti. So in this Battle Royal, we went from the non-hectic Battle Royal in Japan to the absolute chaos of World War III. And it's not a good thing.
You know, back in the days of standard TV, none of this high definition crap, it was hard to tell what was going on from ring to ring. And I had really good vision then. You know, we didn't have those big 65, 75, 80-inch TVs. And when you're watching it on a small 20-inch TV, and you have 3 squares in that TV, who knows what was going on?
Getting to revisit World War III, some of the WCW wrestling that happened before the NWO had been erased from my mind. I forgot the hacksaw Jim Duggan taping his fist and punching people as part of his gimmick.
Some of the wrestlers live in infamy, like the Yeti. But then there are those I just can't remember. Sergeant Craig Pittman. Yeah, don't remember him.
Oh man, I was a fan of the Pitbull. I remember him teaming up with Buddy Lee Parker. But regardless of all the talent that was in the ring, WCW decided to focus on the older generation of wrestlers in this match.
There were 2 standouts in the younger generation at this time. One, the previous champion, the Giant. And then, the soon-to-be famous Eddie Guerrero.
And even though WCW decided to focus on some of the more established talent, one of the high spots of this match was Arn Anderson eliminating Ric Flair. And nobody plays a crazed man better than Ric Flair.
Speaking of shocks, would you say that Hulk Hogan eliminating Lex Luger and Sting with the Giant was a precursor to the NWO?
Hulk Hogan had to know that his appeal as a babyface was coming to an end during this time in WCW. Because instead of being met with cheers from the crowd, he was met with some loud, audible boos. And nothing goes together like Hulk Hogan, Battle Royals, and boos. Just ask Sid Justice from the 1992 Royal Rumble.
So, there you go, Cobretti. Disappointing us once again. We do not recommend that you watch World War III. Instead, watch War Games like I did.
And so for our next Battle Royal, we're going to be looking at AAA and their 10-man #1 contender Battle Royal.
This Battle Royal follows the Royal Rumble formula, as the match starts with 2 individuals in the ring and proceeds to bring in each additional wrestler after a 1-minute count.
This formula does provide nice pops for each new entrant to the Battle Royal. And almost everybody in this match was carrying a weapon to the ring.
I mean, come on, bring a sword to a match. I didn't see a wrench, though.
And a total omission of a chair from La Parka. It must have been the second La Parka and not L.A. Parks.
One uniqueness to this match is eliminations take place over, through, and under the ropes, which I don't understand why they left out pins.
With the faster pace of lucha libre, there was a lot happening in this match. But one thing I couldn't understand is how a table got set up between 2 chairs in the middle of the match. Where did it come from?
Cobretti, that looked like an IKEA box put on 2 chairs. like they didn't put it together in time for the match. Though one downside to this match, it did lead up to the same formula in all wrestling, where the first person in the match, or where the story revolves around the first person in the match, becomes the winner. As Messias won the match by tossing Chessman over the top rope into the IKEA table.
I was just sad Laparca didn't win. And now, we are at our final selection of the Ultimate Battle Royal, a match established in WWF WWE, where the winner of this match gets a future title shot at the WWF WWE Championship. Future WWF WWE title holders that participated in this match include The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, JBL, and Mick Foley.
I know what that is. That's the August 5th, 1996 match on Raw, where my buddy and pal Ahmed Johnson won his chance to win an opportunity for the World Heavyweight Championship. Ahmed Johnson, Hall of Fame, 2024.
Well, Wally, speaking of putting on those nostalgia glasses, this Battle Royal is not the prime example to show off Ahmed Johnson's abilities. Ahmed Johnson, Hall of Fame, 2024.
Hey, man. He had kidney problems, and he had a broken nose during the match. I think one thing we all miss is the athleticism of Ahmed Johnson when he fell out of the ring with Goldust and suspended himself by his legs on the ropes to keep from falling out completely.
And actually, upon winning the Battle Royal, he managed to cut a promo that was actually pretty good for Ahmed Johnson.
Woo! Way to go, Ahmed!
But ultimately, he was interrupted by that Battle Royal contestant, the Executioner. Oh, no, sorry. That's Farouk, just in his gladiator helmet.
I bet Ahmed and Shawn Michaels would have put on a banger. That's the term that's used nowadays, right?
Well, you know, I give any match with Ahmed Johnson in it 8 stars. So thank you for joining us today, and make sure to join us next time as we continue Wrestle Rank, as we look at Tecmo World Wrestling from the Nintendo Entertainment System.